about time.
Sorry, I'm running late.
Never mind. What do you have?
As I told you on the phone, a friend in D.C. put me in touch with someone who's perfect for the job you have in mind.
Skip the foreplay. Who is he?
Ex-agency operative. Worked for years under deep cover. MIT PhD, techno-wizard, cyber jockey. Top-level security clearance.
He sounds totally overqualified. Does he know what the job entails?
A broad outline, no specifics.
And he's willing?
Well, needed a little stroking. Wanted to know who's boss.
You didn't tell him?
I'm paid to be discreet. Speaking of money, this is going to cost you because of the risk involved.
No, I don't care about the money, you know that. Just delete the fact that I'm Colby's biological father. That way Hayward will have no proof and he can't expose me to Liza.
I'm confident I have the right man for the job.
What's his name?
Sword. Adrian Sword.
Sword. Why do I know that name?
I doubt it's his real name.
No, I know that I've heard it before.
I don't think so. This man's been underground so long his own mother wouldn't know him.
It isn't important.
Well, I'm off to give Mr. Sword his instructions.
All right, keep my name out of it. And keep me posted.
Meet you back at your place.
Make it late. I have another engagement.
Related to the Hayward business?
Yes, directly related. Adrian Sword.
Anybody here? What the hell are you doing here?
I followed you.
I thought you had a crispy fried chicken dinner with Opal.
I'm cutting down on fried food.
Well, try watermelon. Look, why don't you get out of here and get lost before you blow this?
Just relax, cool your jets, okay? By the time Shire's car pulls up, I'll be well out of sight.
I don't need backup.
Fine, you won't even know I'm here.
But I took this job in the first place because of you. If you want to take over, fine. I'm out of here.
Have you always been this touchy?
Look, this is my turf. You're
No,
trespassing.
this is my turf, okay? Because it's happening to my family. Chandler's plotting anything to come back on Junior or Colby or Liza. I want to know about it.
Are you finished?
No, I'm not. One more point. Asking you for help wasn't the easiest thing I've ever done, you know? But I did it. That's how much family means to me. With you or without you, I'm gonna find out who's next on Adam's hit list.
What, you think you have some lock on family values around here and I'm just around for kicks? Look, I took this gig in the first place because of you. Not as a favor. Not because I like you, so don't go get any funny ideas about that. Family does for family.
I feel a chorus of Kumbaya coming out.
You know, why don't you take your wise guy comments and get lost and let me do my job?
Who's stopping
You are. Look, if Shire comes here and finds you tagging along, he's gonna cut me loose. And you can say goodbye to the inside track and any thoughts of you being a help around here.
Like I said, I will fade into the background the second the guy pulls up.
Look, this is not amateur hour.
No, it's not. Well, you think I got my PI license off the back of a box of cereal?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I think you're probably great at finding lost dogs or stray husbands. Look, Chandler hired me to work on the wrong side of the law, okay? This could get very dangerous.
Okay, so why should you be the only one to take the risk?
This is what I do for a living. Look, you're gonna be, I understand that you wanna take your fair share of this load, all right? But you're gonna be no use to anyone in a body bag. Look, I'll get all the facts and divvy up 50-50 later, all right? Just get out of here.
You been here long?
Just got here.
We're alone.
Yeah, just you and me and the night crawlers. Why are you so cautious?
All you need to know right now is your target.
Well, lay it on me.
You're going to torch the law offices of Miss Leslie Colson.
Adrian Sword. Adrian Sword.
Am I terribly late?
Vanessa, you still make one hell of an entrance.
Oh, dear. Well, it's not knowing when to leave that always gets me in trouble.
I'm so pleased we could have cocktails together.
Well, I have been a very good girl lately, so I'll allow myself one.
Do you remember the first night we met?
We were both sailing on the QE2, and it was the night before we docked in Southampton.
Ah, yes. We meant to keep in touch.
Oh, but alas.
Well, what shall we drink to?
What else? Two ships passing in the night.
Fortuitously reunited. I tried to call you here. The desk said you'd checked out.
Oh, well, the Valley Inn is hardly the George Sanker.
That's true. How did you end up at Erica's?
I'm kind of filling in temporarily while she's in South America, consulting a plastic surgeon.
Ah.
I get to look after her lovely home, and I'm keeping an eye on enchantment for her.
That's a pretty tall order.
I'm loving every minute of it. But fess up, Adam. You really don't want my take on the newest kiss-proof lipstick, do you?
Am I really that transparent?
Well, I'd hoped you and I were past the age when we did have to play games.
Not you, darling.
You know, I've been everywhere, seen everything, done everything. Twice. Nothing phases me anymore.
I'm worried about you, Vanessa.
Why on earth?
I know how badly David treats you.
Oh, well, my son has his reasons, you know, or so he thinks he has.
I know what it's like to have a child turn on you.
How sharp are the serpent's tooth?
Well, if you ever need a shoulder or a sympathetic ear, I'm here, Vanessa.
That's very comforting, Adam.
I hope you don't mind my asking, but well, what was the cause of the friction between you and your son? It might help to talk about it.
Or not.
We're old friends.
Indeed, we do speak the same language, right? So why talk in circles, huh? Look, Adam, if you want the down and dirty on my son, why not just come right out and ask me?
Signed on to this gig, it was a search and seizure. You get me the name, and I'll get you the file.
My client doesn't want the target alerted.
Oh, and burning some lawyer's office to the ground is not going to get his attention.
You'll be well paid for your trouble.
Look, forget the money. Any investigator worth his badge knows a real fire from arson.
Faulty wiring? A short in the ventilation system?
No. They'll know it's rigged. I'm not doing any hard time for playing with matches.
My client was very specific. The law office is to be destroyed.
Well, your client can either trust me with the name or find himself another ex-spy.
It's not a question of trust, Mr. Sword.
No? Then how about the name? All right, look, let's try this another way. When I first signed on to this, you said there was a bank and a medical office involved. Look, I can't go around torching the whole damn town.
Yeah, you're right, of course. My client will expect absolute confidentiality.
Oh, he'll get everything he deserves. To hand over the name.
Look for the name Hayward. Dr. David Hayward.
You want the files torched?
No, given the change in plans, my client may want to review its contents.
Find out if the good doctors really got the goods.
That's not your concern. I want the job done tonight. Here's the address. I'll be in touch with further instructions.
All clear. What do you know about a Dr. David Hayward?
Well, for starters, he saved Dixie's life.
What's his ties to Chandler?
Well, he almost killed Adam by giving him the wrong prescription.
Was there any charges filed?
No, as a matter of fact, there weren't. Hayward claimed it was an accident. The hospital dismissed him. That's as far as it went.
Okay. Anything else stand out?
Yeah. Yeah. He's been buzzing around Liza ever since he started doing these medical reports over at WRCW.
Wait a minute. Liza is engaged to be married to Adam, isn't she?
What do you think?
I think there's something in that file that Adam wants buried.
Agreed. Okay, come on. We gotta get that file.
Wait a minute. What do you mean we? We as in you and me?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Oh, you know, remind me when we get done with this to get my head looked at, all right?
Okay. Means I can ride shotgun?
Yeah, like I'm gonna stop you.
Adam, I love my son deeply. And the fact that it's not reciprocal hurts me very badly. That isn't the point, is it? If you know something about my son that I should be aware of, please do tell me.
Well, there's no pretty way to say this. Your son tried to kill me.
Dear Lord, what happened?
I received an overdose of the wrong medication, intentionally administered by your son.
Why on earth would David do a thing like that?
To ruin a colleague? He later on admitted his mistake, but he claimed it was all an accident.
What, you have reason to believe otherwise?
Vanessa, I know otherwise. I'm sorry to be the bearer of such grim tidings.
No, well, thank God you're all right. I mean, David's been troubled, you know, since... I never dreamed he'd go this far.
Do you detect a pattern here?
I hardly think I know my own son anymore. He resents me, that's clear. But for a doctor who's sworn the oath to save lives to purposely endanger the life of a patient, that's horrific.
David's never been in trouble before, either on the record or off?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, let's hope this was just an isolated episode.
Well, he's been quite a handful ever since his father committed suicide. My husband intended to punish me, but his son ended up the ultimate victim.
Do you think, given his past record, maybe we should talk to some of his former employees?
Anything to help David help himself, of course.
Mm-hmm. I know he studied and did his internship at Stanford.
Well, 2 years rotation at St. Mary's, San Francisco, I believe, then follow up at Johns Hopkins.
That should get us started.
If you do learn anything, you will tell me.
Oh, of course, yes, of course. And I hope that, sincerely, that we find my suspicions are unfounded.
So, Opal, I really thought that you were about to stand me
I'm
up this time.
sorry to keep you waiting, Marion, but I had to referee a 10-rounder between two strapping young men.
Ooh, details, darling, details.
Marion, get your eyeballs back in their sockets. It was just my sons, Tad and Adrian.
Oh.
Our children bear the brunt of our dreams and disappointments.
Now, Adrian and Tad, you know, they pretend to really hate each other, but they're looking more like brothers every day.
Adam, have I lost you?
Oh, Vanessa, I'm so sorry. That's my sister-in-law back there. I really should go say hello.
Of course.
Will you excuse me?
For so long, absolutely never getting it, you know. It's a little bit every time, but still, it's a good thing.
Good evening, ladies.
Oh, Adam, I didn't know you were here. Where were you hiding?
No, right out in plain sight. Opal, I'm sorry, I couldn't help but overhear you talking about someone named Adrian.
You heard right. He's my pride and joy.
Beg pardon?
Oh, haven't you heard? A few years ago, Opal gave birth to, well, a love child.
Yes, you recently came back into my life, and so now I have 2 sons instead of 1.
You're talking about Adrian Sword, the former government agent.
Well, if you insist on using his full title, yeah, why do you ask?
Vanessa, I'm so sorry. Something urgent business has come up. We will continue?
Oh, well, name the time and the place.
Yeah, I'll call you.
children bear the brunt of our dreams and disappointments.
Now, Adrian and Tad, you know, they pretend to really hate each other, but they're looking more like brothers every day.
Adam, have I lost you?
Oh, Vanessa, I'm so sorry. That's my sister-in-law back there. I really should go say hello.
Of course.
Will you excuse me?
For so long. And we never get it, you know. It's a little bit at a time, but still, it's a good thing.
Good evening, ladies.
Oh, Adam, I didn't know you were here. Where were you hiding?
No, right out in plain sight. Opal, I'm sorry, I couldn't help but overhear you talking about someone named Adrian.
You heard right. He's my pride and joy.
Beg pardon?
Oh, haven't you heard? A few years ago, Opal gave birth to, well, a love child.
Yes, you recently came back into my life, and so now I have 2 sons instead of 1.
You're talking about Adrian Sword, the former government agent.
Well, if you insist on using his full title, yeah, why do you ask?
Vanessa, I'm so sorry. Something urgent business has come up. We will continue?
Oh, well, name the time and the place.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Well, your file is locked up tight for the night.
Good. I'll rest easy.
Or not. Do you have any plans this evening?
Unfortunately, I do. May I take a rain check?
Rain or shine, you know where to find me.
Let me walk you to your car.
You don't have to.
Oh, I insist. Here's some payment on account.
God, thought they'd never leave. Hurry. Look, let's make a move on this, all right? We don't know if they're coming back.
Yeah, well, FYI, that was David Hayward.
Yeah, that much I figured.
Yeah, right.
Look, would you like to shine a little light over here where it's useful at?
No, I think I'll stand right over here and keep watch.
Oh, God, you know, when trouble comes, you're gonna be the first one to run. Ah, sealed.
Gee, imagine that.
You shut up.
You better hurry. That cleaning lady was rounding a first furlong.
Sweat it out, Martin. This is where we decide the men from the boys.
Tell me it didn't happen. Plan fell through, they didn't show.
Are you talking about Sword?
Of course I'm talking about Adrian Sword. Adrian Sword. So much for your background check. Adrian Sword is Ted Martin's half-brother.
No.
Yes, you idiot! If Ted Martin knows what's in that file, he'll go straight to Liza. And any hope for happiness I had in my lifetime is out the window.
You ever heard of Watergate?
Just shut up. We'll get you eventually, babe.
It's about time. That's Hayward, as in making hay while the sun does its thing.
Oh, quiet. Here we go.
Drinking alone, Vanessa? Now that's a bad sign. When lonely, desperate women of a certain
If you're
age...
so concerned, why don't you sit down and have one with me?
I'm not concerned. Pickle your liver for all I care. I'll have a vodka on the rocks, please.
I'm not interested in conversation. I simply want to warn you, you're in danger.
Really?
I have no idea what you've done to deserve it, my dear. But you have made a very powerful enemy. Adam Chandler.
How much did you tell Adrian Sword?
Well, I did just as you instructed.
I didn't instruct you to hire Ted Martin's brother.
Well, how was I supposed to know they were brothers? They have different last names, and there's not much family resemblance.
What does Sword know?
I instructed him to break into the law office of Leslie Colson and get the client file on David Hayward.
When is he going to do this?
I assume now, tonight.
No, not tonight. You got to stop him.
It's too late, Adam.
Get Bruno and Rolf.
Adam, you swore you would never use them again.
I don't care what I swore. Just get them.
Here it is. The Hayward's file.
All right. Let's see what Adam's so desperate to get his hands on.
Move one muscle and you're dead, man. Don't turn around. No sudden moves, know what I'm saying? Just back up real slow, and we're walking out of this office.
Or what? You gonna clean us to death?
Okay, so I'm just maintenance. But security's down the hall and he's got a gun. Now, what are you dudes doing here?
I'm Miss Colson's client.
You look familiar. You're Tad Martin, the cutting edge. You're bad. I watch you all the time with my grandma. You know, dude, you can't be in here. It's breaking and entering.
Well, not technically, because you see, Miss Colson has agreed to be part of an investigative series we're running.
Investigative,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. As a matter of fact, it's called How Safe is My Lawyer's Office. Yeah, it's all part of our series on high-tech crime, you know, break-ins, identity theft, information theft, stuff like that. Perhaps you saw our episode on How Safe is My Dentist's Office? How safe is my CPA? Well, obviously not too safe, but this time I'm gonna have a different ending because we ran up across Berta.
I'm real observant.
Obviously. Well, you're gonna have to forgive us because, you know, we're kind of on a tight
Who's
schedule.
he?
My director. Yeah. Hottest thing in Hollywood, as a matter of fact.
You famous?
No, hey,
Oh,
this guy's
absolutely. Don't be modest, Adrian. No. Adriano Stiletto. Perhaps you've seen his films on Urban Rage.
This is unbelievable. You know, when I got this job as a cleaning woman, I thought, that's all she wrote, Roberta. But my grandma said, have faith, baby. And now here, I got me a famous director.
Oh, God, you're an actress.
An actress? Do I look deluded to you? I'm a writer. This is my screenplay. I've worked on it for 6 years. Everybody says I gotta cut 50 pages, but it's perfect. Can I read it to you?
No, actually, it would be a waste of our time.
Oh,
We can't.
I see. You make it and you forget where you came from. Well, think again, cue ball, because I blow this whistle and you'll be the lead on the nightly news.
I think we have a little time. We could at least listen to part of it.
You'll love it. Sit. Just get comfortable. You ready? Gonna blow you away. Fade in. Exterior. An open field. A solitary woman is giving birth. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Thank you.
Adam Chandler is investigating you, and you find that amusing.
I'm not my mother. I cover my tracks.
So you think there is something he could find out?
Forget it, Mother.
Oh, come on. You're my flesh and blood. I would never betray you to the enemy.
You would sell me downriver for 3 days at the Golden Spa.
Oh, well, spa, sure. Look, I want you to know that Adam Chandler sat here moments ago pumping me for information about you. Now, I kept my little mouth shut, though you hardly deserve my loyalty.
Oh, cut the melodrama, Vanessa. You don't know anything that you can turn over to Adam against me.
Well, Adam's a very formidable opponent, and I know that once he marries Liza Colby, they will be the power couple of Pine Valley.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm glad you could pull yourself away from the station in time to join us for dessert.
Oh, yeah, I've been here a lot.
Mississippi mud pie. Colby has a sweet tooth.
Oh, I remember those days, boy. When I was pregnant with Jenny, I was hooked on sweet potato pancakes with molasses.
Enough of this pregnancy talk. We have serious matters to discuss here.
What?
Your impending wedding. We have decisions to make.
Oh, well, we can't do it now. We have to include Adam. He's so excited about the wedding plans.
Oh, he was just here, darling. You missed him.
Here?
Yeah.
Well, it was a little bit ago.
Well, he said he had business matters to discuss tonight.
What kind of business would he have with Vanessa Bennett?
Chandler may have mellowed over the years, but I have no doubt that he's still a very ruthless and dangerous man. I don't think you understand exactly how powerful he is.
Even Achilles had a weakness, Mother.
Well, don't you forget, I knew him when he was a younger man.
Who? Achilles?
Oh, you do have a lovely smile when you choose to use it, dear. You should thank me for dragging you off to the orthodontist all those many years.
You never took me to the orthodontist a day in your life.
Ah.
If I have anybody to thank for this smile, it's Franco, your chauffeur.
Franco. Franco, my chauffeur. Oh, yes. There was a lovely smile.
I hope Erica comes back strong enough to kick you out on the curb so that we can all be rid of you.
Well, do you think there's any chance of that? I mean, that she will come back any better than she left?
She has her first meeting with Fashionella tomorrow morning, and I'm confident he's going to give her good news.
Well, I will keep my fingers crossed.
Of course you will.
Now about Adam.
So, just how friendly were Adam and Vanessa?
They were just acquaintances. I mean, she's not his type. She's one of those society women, you know, one of the famous beauties of the Palm Beach crowd.
Yeah, well, they can have her.
You don't like her?
As far as I'm concerned, Vanessa Bennett is a viper, and I have been losing sleep over how cozy she and Erica have
I
gotten.
am with you.
You are?
Yes. When Erica escaped the hospital that day, it was her that called the press, started the whole three-ring circus.
Really?
No. Yes. Yes, I am sure of it. Only I can't prove it.
Well, I believe it.
You know, I think you're not afraid of what Adam has on you because you have something on him, my dear, something big.
Well, I guess your brain does have a few good neurons left. I admit to nothing.
It appears we have an audience.
Well, perhaps this evening isn't such a waste of time after all.
As the camera pulls back, we're at Yankee Stadium. Only this time, it's not a dream. As he draws her to him for a kiss, the crowd cheers, and we fade to black. The end.
It's fabulous.
Really?
Absolutely. Don't you change your word.
That's what I think.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I know somebody who can finance it.
What?
Yep. He is gonna love it. You just run right on over there, but you have to go right now because I think he's going to Europe tonight. So go on, go on.
I will. Palmer Cortland?
Yeah, he lives right there. You just knock on the door. You tell him Tad Martin wants you to read your script.
Hey! What are you doing?
Script's not ready yet.
Keeping the money guy for yourself? What do you mean?
Needs work.
Like what?
Okay, that scene at the bank. That should go much earlier, at the top of your act, too.
Then all the Wyoming scenes don't make sense.
No, just cut them out, okay? That's another movie entirely.
But those scenes rock.
Okay. When these guys, on their wedding night, if they're broke, don't you think that raises the stakes?
But then, oh my God. You're right, that's so much better. Then I just go right to where they get arrested. I know what to do now.
Yes, exactly. Now, at the end, when this dog barks out the window, that's the end of your movie. The rest of it is just writing.
Okay, yes. Yes. I got my laptop in my car. Excuse me. Thank you.
Thank you. Shut up, idiot. What is wrong with you?
What do you mean, what's wrong with me?
What the hell do you know from screenplays?
Hey, I was a technical advisor on a spy movie once. I picked up a few things.
What movie?
Hey, listen, we're not quite done here yet.
Yeah, I realize that.
So, who was in the movie? Look, do you want the goods on this Dr. Hayward, or do you want to worry about Clint Eastwood's poker nights?
Oh, shut up. Let's do this.
All right, here we go. David Hayward. Did you wait? Tell me the...
Look, yeah, I got it. Just relax. Let me pick this up. Get down here. Hey, Roberta? Oh! Come here! Oh! Hey! I got him. Worry about it. I got him.
You idiot.
Oh, man. Oh! What are you doing? Goodness.
The file! Get the file!
Have on Adam have anything to do with Liza?
And why would you think that?
Because that enigmatic smile wasn't meant for the other two over there.
As always, Vanessa, thanks for the unpleasant
please,
company.
Please, don't go. Have another one with me.
Sorry, Mumsy. Davy's busy.
Service really is lousy.
You don't have to leave on my account, ladies.
Well, I'm afraid I have to. My husband's waiting for me. Yeah, gotta get going too. Darling, can I give you a ride?
Adam's meeting me.
Okay, see you later. Love you.
Bye, Mama.
Good to see you, honey.
Bye.
Night-night.
Now, I thought that you would be on your honeymoon. Didn't you have a wedding at your loft the other day?
Actually, we're going to wait for a real church wedding.
Well, that's great. So have you selected a church? Notre Dame, St. Patrick's?
We're all set to use the chapel at Wildwood.
Oh, I don't know it. Is it a nice chapel?
You're not invited.
You and Adam have made that abundantly clear. You know, wait a minute, isn't that the one that Ryan and Jillian got married in? And look what happened to that poor marriage. I hope the place isn't jinxed.
I think I've got a concussion.
Ah, it's just a bump. Let me kiss it.
Get out. Moron.
You'll be all right. You'll live. You have any idea what just happened in here?
What kind of question is that? There were two of them.
Oh, that's awfully brilliant.
Well, then why ask? You're the ex-spy.
You know, if it wasn't for you, we'd have been out of here an hour and a half ago.
Oh, who are you kidding? You're the one who had to fix your damn screen.
Look, can we just try and figure out what just happened
There's
here?
nothing to figure out. Adam obviously sent over two of his goons.
Well, yeah, if you wouldn't have blown our cover, we'd have been out of here. You shouldn't have sent them in the first place.
You are determined to make this my fault, aren't you?
No, this is your fault.
Well, one thing's for sure, we're never gonna know unless we find out what's in the file.
Well, that's about the most sensible thing to ever come out of your mouth.
Help me find a backup.
What happened? They got it. Luckily, they didn't have to really hurt Tad and his brother.
Oh, well, that makes me so happy.
DNA test right there.
Two. One to Liza, one to Derek and I.
Liza, if you're reading this, it's because I'm dead. Murdered. Adam Chandler silenced me in life, but not in death. He wanted to keep me from telling you the truth. Adam, not Jake, is Colby's biological father.
Gracious was telling the truth. Condemning me from beyond the grave.
Adam, this has gone far enough. It's time to tell Liza the truth.
No, I give the orders, not vice versa. I will not let David Haywood run my life. I will do what I have to do in my own good time. I won't let him win.
Look, the only thing we've done so far is find 2 copies. He could have a dozen copies squirreled away. And of course, he can get to Liza anytime. There's no guaranteed way to silence him.
I'll find a way. One way or another. I'll stop him.
Nothing.
Okay. What are you gonna tell Shire?
Oh, I'm sure Shire knows what happened here tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's got Adam's fingerprints all over it. which is why Liza's got to know about this. I got to tell her that Adam is gunning for Hayward.
Oh, yeah, well, Lisa's secret files.
Come on. Turn off the lights.
I saw you sitting with your mother.
Yeah, I do that on occasion when I want to build up resistance to her venom. But, well, look who it is.
Adam.
Oh, darling.
Good evening, Adam. What was I just about to say? Oh, I was telling Liza how great it is that you can have a real church wedding.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, after all, isn't the wedding the most important day in a woman's life?
Only till the day Colby's born.
Of course. Now, that's a great day for both of you.
Liza, it's been a long, hard day. Why don't you let me take you home?
Yeah, I'm tired. Oh, wait a second. Oh, goodness, no. I have to watch the new sports anchor on television. I'm gonna get the bartender to turn it on for me.
Liza, you're not still working too hard, are you?
No, what are you kidding? Colby loves sports.
Oh. Adam,
You're gonna go too far, Hayward.
you've already gone too far, Adam. Did you honestly think that you can get my mother to tell you anything useful? I'm gonna tell Liza everything, Adam. And you can't do anything to stop me. But first, I'm gonna have some fun.
Hi, I missed you.
Oh, that's a good sign. How would you feel about a wonderful, fabulous surprise tomorrow?
Well, I'd say lay it on me, babe, but gotta make sure it's not a minister and another quickie.